Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Yeah, anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, I came across another song. It's called Joy by that For King and Country. Oof, amazing. Well, because obviously I lost my joy for a few days. Today I got my joy back, and then I found this song. It was on YouTube. Yeah, just there. Wow, amazing. Just beautiful. That's what God does. That's the point. That's what God does. Now, when I just come out of the stand, that's when I saw the song "Thy Will," and "Thy Will" was talking about what I'd just gone through, and that's when that song appeared on YouTube. For all those years I've been on YouTube, and that song never appeared. That song was made in 2016, I do believe, and so it must have been around. It only appeared then when it was useful to me. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the point. When I say we have an amazing Father, this is how God can work. Yeah, I want to add that song anyway to the description on this one, and yeah, it'll be there after this one as well. But yeah, wow. Yeah, that song is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Quite amazing, really. Well, because yeah, most of the songs about God that I've got are good songs, but not really dancey songs. But this one, yeah, I put this one on my Joy playlist. Yeah, the dancing one, because it's just so good in so many ways. It's so rare to come across a song like that. Yeah, that's an absolute blessing coming across that song. Beautiful, just beautiful. Yeah, glorious. Well, it meant I had to buy the album. I have got a few songs from that album already, so that's quite useful. But yeah, with a song like that, it's worth paying the money to get the album. It really is worth paying the money to get the album. Yeah, that's a fantastic song, gorgeous. Well, it's the sad. I mean, for me, you look at that, you're going to say, this is another group that's been inspired by God, to do songs, because they're nothing like churchy songs. Although they should be. These are the songs that church should be doing now, because they're absolutely amazing songs. Yeah, and they will help people, because they talk about the issues you have. Yeah, so that's useful and better than churchy songs. Well, that's the point. Churchy songs, I hate them. I absolutely hate them. Churchy songs, I just hate them, because songs like "I Want to See Jesus Lifted High." Yeah, okay. Once you've sung it, There you go, done. You've already proclaimed that you want to see Jesus lifted high. Well, then go and do it. Yeah. And that one, "Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to see you," sang 20 times. You don't need to see him. You have him already. Every time you look in the mirror, you should be seeing him. If you cannot understand that every time you look in the mirror, you should be seeing him, certainly if you say that you love him, and if you believe in any way, shape or form that you're doing things according to his will and his ways, then when you look in the mirror, you should see him. Well, as I said the other day, it's truth. When other people look at you, they will either see a mirror or they'll be seeing God. There's no other possibility. They will either see basically someone from the world like them, or they will see God in you. So, ask yourself, when people see you, what do they see? So, if you want to see him, be like him, and you will see him. I mean, what do people think? If you sing that song, I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. Do you think he's going to come down to see you? Do you think it's going to happen? I think he's pretty busy. So to me, songs like that, I hate them. And like in the church I go to, they've got a worship conference coming, and I'm betting that nothing will come of it. I'd be willing to go to a betting shop, put money on the fact that nothing's going to come of this at all. That we will see no change in the worship that we get. It'll be the same old dead songs that are just basically sung because the older people in the church love those songs because it reminds them of when they were young Christians. That's the whole purpose of those songs. They have no life to them. It's all about the songs you sang when you were younger, and it makes you feel good. I mean, some people can actually worship to those songs. How, I do not know. It's beyond me as to how. Because even when I was in the 90s, with that music at the time it was done, people like Matt Redman, I hated them then. And that's when they were pretty new. I didn't like them then. They were too churchy. And, not good at all. No, not for me. For other people, I suppose, but, But, as I said before, you can get a CD and play those songs in your home. In church, it's supposed to be what God wants you to do. Not the old people want you to do. Although God is old, so but he's not a really person. So Well, this is the point. I mean, in the end, when it comes down to it, I love songs like that because that song is, I mean, especially when it gets to the faster bit. Ooh, that does something. That does. Ooh, it does to me. It makes me want to move. I've talked about dancing and finding joy. That song, when it gets to its climaxy bit, it makes you want to move. It makes you want to dance. And for goodness sake, how many churchy songs actually make you want to dance? Really? There's a few that I can think of, but not many. So, No, as I say, to me, music is so incredibly important. Worship is incredibly important. Dancing for bringing up joy is really important. So music is really important. And so, Well, actually, as I said before, we need music that's basically saying we love the Father, and about anything about the Father would be beautiful, because most of the songs are about the Son. Everything is about the Son. Even though when you look at the Bible, the Son was making everything about the Father. So it's, as I say, it's insane. The people are saying we are followers of Christ, and yet what do they follow that Christ did? That to me is a fair question that should be asked of anyone who says they're a follower of Christ. If you make it all about him where he didn't, if you pray to him where he didn't, if you glorify him where he didn't. Yeah. As I say, so much of it is so simple, but what's been done with it, is so insane. Something beautiful has been taken and made like mud, basically. Yeah. That's not good. Because, the story is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely glorious, really. And we've made it dirty and bad. Yeah. So, that's why I talk about learning from the past, is because we've got to learn from the mistakes that we made. Isn't that what people say in our lives? You put it this way, if you are training to be an elite athlete, you've got to learn the minute details of the mistakes you're making in races to make you better. But as a child of God, a Christian, we don't bother to do any of that, do we? We don't learn the mistakes that we're making to make us better. We don't care about that, do we? We make excuses all the time about it. Yeah. It's a bit sort of insane. Yeah. Well, as I say, this whole point about don't look at our fruit. This insistence that we can't look at fruit. That's demonic. That's not of God. That's purely demonic. Anyone who basically tries to discourage looking at people's fruit, it's demonic. Because the Lord said, judge them according to their fruit. We're supposed to do that. We're not supposed to judge them in a sense of condemning them, but we're supposed to say, whether this person should be in that position. Of course, we're not allowed to deal with that. So we've got pastors that have been in churches for 20 years that have not took the church, anywhere. The church is the same as it was 20 years ago with that pastor. So what's the point of that person being there? There's no point at all. But we can't say that because it might hurt this person's feelings. Okay, get over it. Be stronger. Well, as I say, it is just like the left wing. It's all come from, well, as I said before, who influenced who? Did the left wing get their ideas from a weak prophetic church, or did the weak prophetic church become like that because it took its ideas from the left wing? And again, it's not about judging the people. It's just about saying these attitudes have come in. And, saying weak prophetic church. But because that's what it is. That's not being judgmental or condemnational. It's just what it is. It's where it is right now. Okay. Does it mean it would be that the same at the end? No. It's up to them. It is up to them. If they want to be better, then change. Ask God to change us, to help us to change. That's the point. And when God says, okay, do this, then don't complain about it, just do it. If you want to be better, and you want the church to be better, and you want God in your church, okay, then change. Because there's a reason that God isn't in the church right now. It's not him, it's us. So if you want God in a church, you have to change. If you want change, you have to either be that change or shut up about wanting change. Yeah, the reality is, I'm fed up to the back teeth of being in churches where they keep on talking, we want revival, we want to see revival, we want to see the harvest come in. Then do something about it. Then be that change or shut up about it. If you're not willing to help the situation, shut up about it. You're not helping in any way, shape or form. So just go home and just go and do what you're going to do. Because if you're not really bothered about your life making a difference, then okay. Don't be the difference. Just be who you want to be. But that's your choice. But stop shouting about wanting to see change. Because, I've been in meetings years ago, where people were talking about revival and how they wanted revival so much, and yet were they willing to have that revival in them? Nope. No. Well, that's the point, isn't it? God said to me years ago, it wasn't my time. So, okay. I could have said, okay, that's not good, but that's rubbish. So, obviously, it's never going to be my time. Well, obviously, my mind has been telling me it will never be my time. Well, okay. But that's the point. If God said it's not your time, then I'm going to take that as God saying it's not your time right now. But if God says it's not your time, it means that there will be my time. Otherwise, he would have just said this isn't your job. But in saying it's not your time means there will be at my time. So I've just got to make sure I'm ready for that. I've just got to make sure that the work is done, whatever has to be done in me, that I'm ready for that. Well, okay. Does that make me a hero? No, it doesn't. It means that God has done some incredible work, because it ain't me who's done it, it's him. But I had to be willing to say yes. I went on a journey for 8 months. I could have got off that journey at any point in time and said, I'm not willing to go through this. And that would have stopped. But again, does it mean I'm a hero? No. It meant that God basically put it in my head that I'd be marrying that woman because she was the one that I wrote about 10 years ago, and it was her. I'm sure of that. And the way she appeared to me on that day, she appeared as if she'd been in the presence of God. That isn't the way she normally appears. So, okay. So God got me to stand on something that wasn't going to really happen, but he knew I would stand on that because, I thought that was so important for my life. But it wasn't at all. That wasn't important at all for my life. What was important was after I would stand for that time. And then God said, you're a son of God now. A son of God. Little a, little s. And then he talked to me about the nature. That we're supposed to have his nature. The nature of Father. And he's like, woof. Yeah. And the beauty of all of that, the beauty of that stand, Initially, as I said at the time, when God says, would you do it again? I was like, no. Are you kidding me? Stand on the possibility that this woman would be my wife, and any contact I'd had with her was just blinking horrendous. No, thank you. That wasn't nice. No, there was a lot about it that just wasn't nice at all. But then a day later, I said, Father, if you want me to stand again, even on the same word, even on the same belief, I will stand on it. If you want me to stand on it for a year, I will stand on it. For 2 years, I will stand on it. 10 years, I will stand on it. And again, that wasn't anything to do with me. That was to do with God helping me to understand how incredibly beautiful and wonderful that journey was. And He made it beautiful. He made it wonderful. I didn't do that. So, again, all the way through that, Father was just doing beautiful things. Beautiful things. Just when I need it, boom. Just when I need it, boom. Just when I need it, boom. Yeah. Gorgeous. Just little touches. Little things. But as I said, like that song today. Just wonderful. Exactly what I needed just at that time. Yeah. But that's God. It really is. But as I say, that's the point. When He brings it just at the right time, like that song Thy Will, and the other song Kingdom Come, again, beautiful. Just gorgeous. And that song, again, was, I think, at least 8 months old, and suddenly it was there. Suddenly it was there. And it's been a complete blessing ever since. Every time I listen to it, beautiful. Gorgeous. It just takes me to that point, Because, at the moment, with my life, very much is the case that in every way, shape and form, it has to be Thy will be done. It has to be. And so having songs that talk about that, and joy as well. Because life is bloody difficult. I'm waiting on God to do a ton of stuff, and if none of that happens, that's going to be tough. And it's quite likely none of that happen because, time is going on and the dates are coming in where, I'd imagine the proof of the pudding is going to be there. And still, I'm still waiting. So having songs like Joy, to help me to keep my joy up is just incredible. Just so incredibly beautiful that God just does that beautiful little touch. I said this song 2018. 2018, that song. And I first see it today. Yeah, just amazing. Amazing. Just, incredible. And had I seen it any other day, I just wouldn't have taken notice of it because, like any group for King and Country have done a lot of songs. And, not all of them are going to be jumping out at me. And so, it often is a title. And so, of course, Joy, coming today, when my joy comes back today, it's like, okay. Yeah, because I was thinking, okay, I've got my joy back. Yeah, because I had some music on and I actually felt in the mood to dance. Yeah, so it's like, I've got my joy back. That's cool. Because it went on Friday. And it stayed away on Saturday. It came back today. So, that's cool. Yeah. Well, and no, I'll give you an example of why, for example, why, with regards to that person who spoke last Sunday, that person, I said some things about what he said. But as I said, whenever I see him, we hug, there's no problem at all. I found this Jewish complete Jewish Bible. And within no time I thought of him. I thought he would like that, because he has King James, and of course King James is in the old language. With this Jewish Bible is in an even older language. It's more, when it talks about the Lord, it says Yeshua. When it even says the name Lord, it gives the Jewish name of Lord. Don't ask me what it is now. I've got rid of the Bible. I can't tell you. I've read it there. But to me, that's beautiful. That's. I was very tempted to keep it, but I thought, well, am I going to read it really? No. But he said he was going to have a look and give it back to me. It's a Bible still, so keep it. So I said to him, no, keep it. Yeah, it's yours. Do with it as you wish. I'm not looking to get it back. Yeah, it's yours. Yeah. But that's the point. Yeah. We should be able to criticise what people have said and the fruit. We should be able to look closely at the fruit. It doesn't mean we're hating on the person. It doesn't in any way, shape or form. Now, if anyone is stupid enough to think that if you're looking at the fruit and that means you're showing hatred to the person, well then, that's not impressive really. If you can't see the difference between the two, then that's not good. So there you go. I'm going to leave you to it. You take care, God bless, and hopefully, click on the link for that song and enjoy it.